Abra, abra, cadabra. Hello YouTube, this is my very first official video in YouTube. The start of my YouTube journey as hoping to becoming a YouTuber. But most importantly is I think this is going to be the very first step in my music journey as well, because the main thing that is important to me is it's way more important than YouTube and even having an income, having a life, and keeping food on the table, etc., etc. Is actually music. And because I'm such a perfectionist, I never really got to the point of starting anything because I didn't think I was ever good enough. So my friend actually said, just freaking do it, and don't worry about if the production is weak like it is right now. I'm just recording it with my phone. I'm not using a microphone to record my voice, and there's no editing. There's just I don't think it's even considered to be have the least amount of qualities to be considered as even good. But let's face it, I could never actually waited to be good in every single field that I could thought of. So I just wanted to start with very low production and editing, or maybe even script, because I didn't even prepare anything special for it. I just wrote down a couple of things, and this just took me about 2 minutes. So um, that's the thing that I want to talk about. This is my first ever music for YouTube, the start of my journey, and I'm hoping that I can talk about it in a sense that in a 1 year period, in a 3, 5, or 10 year period, I'm going to be looking back at this very same video and gonna look back at myself, where I was, what I wanted at that stage or in this stage, and what I'm hoping to do now, and in a 5 year period or more, what I've done. So that's just basically it, and I'm trying to look at it in a two perspective. First, in an individual perspective, what I've done for myself, and a little bit important than that, what I've done for others and the community, or looking at any social perspective. Sometimes I can't speak very well because I always had that problem, even when I was a kid and when I was growing up. This was a problem that I always had, and this was actually one of the things that stopped me from doing what I wanted. But I think that's not going to stop me anymore. But anyway, let's move on. Where I am now, my name is Surena. Yes, that is my name. And in less than 60 days from now, I'm going to be 26 years old. And that's very frightening because when I was younger, like under 20, I thought that when I reached 25, 24, I would be a rock star, like a great artist, like lots of great songs, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sure everybody has these kind of fantasies and wishes when they're younger. But when you reach that point and you haven't done that stuff, it's really frightening. So, oh yeah, that's disappointing too. And me starting this right now with little equipment, with little skills and whatever, it's actually a really hard and risky thing to do, because if I don't make it in this area of my life, I'm gonna be in other aspects of my life as well, because uh, in a blink of an eye, it will be 5 years from now, and I'll be like 30, 31 years old. And if I can't make it in this field, in YouTube and music, I'd be screwed for life. And I think, actually. But I'm hoping that I can make it in this perfectionism, which I'm actually standing on right now. I'm trying to pass through it. Doesn't stop me from achieving my goals. So what are my goals actually? It's pretty simple. Any individual aspect, any selfish aspect is getting short term is getting monetized on YouTube, having income, putting out music, and getting recognized, signing with other maybe labels or touring or blah blah blah, getting rich really and successful in music, but really even in an individual aspect, rather than besides than getting rich and famous and successful in whatever field that I want to work in. It's actually a little bit sad and a little bit depressing. It's about death mostly. See, when I think back and really think deep about myself, we all know that we are going to die one day. And maybe this is my philosophy or legacy, that the most certain thing that I can think of is that I'm going to die one day, certainly. And when that happens, the only thing that really is important to me and really, 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 uh, I think can make me satisfied and fulfilled in my life isn't how much money I earned or what I have done, even places that I traveled and people that I met, is actually influence that I had, influence that I have mostly through my music. A couple of months ago, actually, my grandfather died, and we were at the cemetery, and all that I can think about is, okay, let's face it, one day you're gonna die too, and if that happens, or when that happens, you're gonna be either fulfilled and die in peace, knowing that you've done what you're supposed to do, you want to do, or filled with regrets. Probably died alone, miserable. So, what I really want out of myself on an individual aspect is that I hope that I can make great music, the music that I could be described as high value or high art, because let's face it, this is what I think is great music, and I'm hoping that I could influence a lot of people in a deep and meaningful manner through music. The same way that great artists before me had influenced me. There were really dark times in my life, and I'm sure there are dark times in your life and everyone else's life. But the way that I could really deal with it and be okay with it was through music. Music was uh, like an antidote to pain. Was like light in my darkness. Was the only factor, one of the two factors that could help me get through hard and dark times, or maybe not committing suicide, or doing the right thing in very hard situations. So I'm hoping that I will do that. That's the main goal of my life, and hoping that this channel could contribute to it. I actually don't know what I'm going to be talking about in the next video. I have no clue. I know that just by starting it and trying and being consistent and hoping and having faith and constantly improving yourself, it's possible to get there. But just want to let myself and hopefully you guys, my great audience, my awesome audience, know that this is where I am and this is where I want to go. And right now I'm in a this is over. Right now, I'm in a very hard place because I'm risking a lot in order to do this. I could have a very decent paying job working as a salesman in a store, but I refuse to do that because it takes so much of my time and doesn't give back, mm, and at the same level that I give to it. And or I could be somewhere, or I had an offer with to work in a company as a small time manager, but it did pay well and it had a decent future for it. But I'm risking that too, and right now I'm putting all my energy and my effort into YouTube or into anything other than um, anything. And oh, sorry, I'm putting all my energy in YouTube and nothing but music because that's what what eventually satisfy me. And I'm taking lots of risks, but I know if I die this way, I'm gonna die happy, and I'm gonna die more importantly than happy is fulfilled and felt accomplished. Because let's face it, this is my goal. And every single day, every single day, I wake up and I try my best in order to do that. So, this being said, this is my very first video, and I'm gonna do a lot from now. I'm gonna be posting a lot. I'm gonna be trying to build this YouTube. So if you're the first guy or girl or whatever watching this, I really hope that you stay around, maybe subscribe to my channel. But the thing is that I have to produce lots of great videos, lots of high quality, great videos that I can add some value to my audience. And I actually ran out of things to say. So to sum it up, 5 years from now, I hope you and I be in much better position than we are now, and satisfied and fulfilled. This is the start of a journey, and here we go.